Hello everyone and welcome to Fat 50 and Running a Marathon, a channel dedicated to health, diet, fitness, and goal achievement. I'm your humble host Topher, and I hope you'll like this video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, I hope you'll share your thoughts, opinions, and relatable stories in the comments section. So this is the first in a series that I hope will be plentiful and frequent. This is the gardening series. I have started to garden. I am a neophyte. I don't know the first thing about gardening. I took horticulture my senior year of high school. That was 1990. And so it's been quite a while since I've grown much of anything. But one of the first things I wanted to do was start composting. And I will leave a link to the video that I think best explains how to go about this recipe for composting. It's from Grow Your Own Greens from John Kohler. And I just wanted to... I'll explain as I go along what's happening here. It took a while to get everything, all the necessary pieces, but this is the compost bin, and these are the buckets in which I've been accumulating material. Now this phase is what I call material accumulation. This is where compost actually happens. Alright, so the materials that I've accumulated are 2 buckets of carbon compost and 1 bucket of nitrogen compost. Now what's the distinction between the two? Well, this carbon compost, and I'm going to bring this camera, I'm going to bring it over so Nancy can show you without turning it over too much. She says that's a good shot. Okay, that was paper towels, toilet paper, that it was brown paper bags from the grocery store that got torn, bills, all of that stuff that you don't necessarily want to see, like I said, bills and papers that you don't want to keep anymore, but it has information on it that you don't want everybody to have access to. Well, think about it in a minute. What could be safer than shredding it and then keeping it in your own garden? So that's 2 buckets of the same thing here. The other thing that we also have in here, and I'm not going to encourage you to break your state laws, but if you are living in a state that allows for cannabis consumption, one of the things that we've been putting in here is the cones from our cannabis, or the filters from our cannabis cones. So that's something else you could add to this. But think in terms of this as paper, dry, dead stuff. And this bucket over here, which I'm not going to... Well, let's see just how hideous it is. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty hideous. And in case you were wondering, yes, some of those are in fact maggots. Maggots are something you're going to incur in composting, but it turns out it's actually a pretty good thing. So this is eggshells and coffee grounds and potato peels and banana peels and all the kitchen food that the remnants of it. The only animal material that we have in this, however, is eggshells. Otherwise, there's no animal material, and when we start composting animal material, we're going to be using the bokashi system, which I don't have yet, but obviously there'll be a video on that too. So, we do in fact have the presence of maggots in my green nitrogen. Turns out that's a good thing. So the maggots will move the soil, and the flies that are in there will die, and their bodies will nourish the soil as well. So, there you have it. Basically creating insect frass, which is something we'll go over at a later video as well. So, this is literally me starting the whole process right now. You are here for, that's why we created this video, because this is the very beginning process. One of the things I do want to point out is that I put a cardboard base on this bin, because everything that I've been reading suggests you do not want your compost actually making contact with the earth, at least at this point. Now later on, that's a different story. I don't know whether Nancy got the dead tree in the shot or not, but the idea is to compost here, have another one where I introduce worms, and then finally an open pit where the compost will go and then be screened. And obviously, as those things happen, we'll have more and more videos explaining what's going on. All right. So, enough talk, and I've been waiting for quite a while to do this, so let's get going. Let's get our carbon in here, and I can see already I'm going to need to come along with a new cardboard box and create something of a barrier for this bottom part down here, but that's okay. A couple more pieces of paper in here. Alright, and now we've got the other bucket of carbon compost, carbon material I should say, and according to John Kohler's recipe, and I am definitely a follower of him because he grows vegetables and plants and fruit and all kinds of things here specifically in Las Vegas, not just the desert, but here in Las Vegas. So I listen to a lot of what he has to say, and again, I'll have that link to his video down below. But he says you're going to need at least twice as much carbon material as nitrogen material. So now we're going to add the nitrogen material, and this is where it's going to get gross, and this is also the heavy one because it's not paper. It's decaying matter. Uh-oh. Okay, hang on now. And yes, that was just as disgusting as it sounded, that schlop sound. Believe me. Alright. There you have it. That bucket's every bit as gross as you're imagining it to be, but we now have our start to composting. I am now a composter, and we are on the way to the garden. This box that you see right here is the potting soil. We're going to be using Happy Frog potting soil when we start growing things, and at this point this is not necessarily an endorsement of Happy Frog, it's just a statement of what we're going to be using to begin with. Now, one more thing I need to add to the compost is some azomite. And you will see in the video that I'm going to direct that that's in the description, you will see that John suggests throwing a handful of azomite into here. So, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a handful of azomite, and I'm just going to sprinkle that around. Okay, so this is down to earth azomite. I'm guessing that probably most minerals are about the same, but maybe there is better quality. Again, not endorsing down to earth yet, just stating that that's who this is. So, I am now officially on my way to composting and even closer to gardening. Real quick, before we sign off, I just want to let you know I did go to the nursery today with my friend Heidi, who has been my benefactor largely. She's the one who got my potting soil and this bin. I'm not going to state the nursery by name, but was not particularly impressed with it, and we are hoping that another nursery we go to will have a better selection of things for us to grow. So, and there you have it. That is all of it. That is, I'm now on the way to composting and going to take in my my azomite so it doesn't dry out here in the dry air. And thank you for watching, and I know that I'm starting to ramble, and I'm well aware of that because I don't have any more information to share at this point, but I am excited about this whole process. So, until next time, remember, only by taking care of ourselves first, we capable of taking care of others. Topher.